Hela is undeniably one of the most overpowered DPS characters currently. If you don't believe me, just look at this clip right here. I flank around, I kill both two DPSs in 2 shots, and then I do a little bit of whiffing, but I hide behind this pillar because he's ulted and I don't want to die. And then when I do use my ult, I end up cleaning up the rest of the 4 players holding the checkpoint, basically giving me a free push.
Wow, 4 in a row!
The reason why Hela is so good currently is that her auto attacks do so much fucking damage. As you saw just before, it took me 2 shots to take down both DPS, as well as healers that you'll see in the future clips. If you get a headshot and a body shot, it's a complete clear of all DPS and healing characters, unless they're altered or using certain abilities. Even when it comes to dealing damage to tanks, it can absolutely do a truckload of damage depending on how much they're getting healed. And even if you're in a sticky situation versus flanking DPS like Spider-Man or Iron Fist, your abilities allow you to get away or even contest them close range and finish them before they finish you. And I'm not even kidding how crazy this hero is. I dropped 49 kills with this character and I absolutely just decimated the lobby. I wasn't getting flanked, I was killing all the flank heroes, I was killing the tanks, I was cleaning up the healers every time they try to push. I just cleaned up their backline. It was actually diabolical how good this hero can be if you're really having a good game. Because of Hela's crazy damage output, you can go head to head with heroes like Hawkeye and Black Widow who do absolutely crazy damage. And the best thing about it is when they're jiggling corners using their bow or their sniper rifle, you can pre-fire their headshot level and literally kill them in 2 shots before they can even get a shot off at you. Her Crow ability allows you to get away as well as get to high ground for more advantageous fights. But getting away is very beneficial, especially when you get jumped by a tank. You can just crow away because it becomes invulnerable and they can't hit you. So you can just fly away and get healed by your teammates or flank around or get high ground and take out the healers and DPS in the backlines. This versatility really helps when dealing with tough enemies. Probably the only time that she would struggle is when she is getting flanked. So if you have your Crow ability on cooldown or you don't have your stun and you don't really have that mobility to get around, you are in a bit of trouble. But if you do land your shots, you can kill them before they can get all their abilities off. Like with Iron Fist, for example, if you double headshot him, he doesn't get his rest of his Fury Fist off and you can actually kill him in 2 hits. Same with Spider-Man, you can 2-hit him before he does anything crazy. And this goes for any other DPS. I feel like Hela is one of those champions that's going to be nerfed in the first balance patch. I don't know when this is going to happen, but the amount of damage that she can do is kind of diabolical, and I don't think they'll keep this kind of DPS in the game. I feel like Hela and Hawkeye will be getting a nerf on their auto attack damage because it does so much and not even healers can keep up with her damage, especially when you're fighting them or DPS. And not only does she deal an absolute fuck ton of damage, her team up ability with Thor and Odin are absolutely crazy because not only does she do so much damage, but she can passively revive one of her fellow companions, which is Loki or Thor. So if your tank is playing Thor and he dies, you can actually revive him straight back into the fight, which is crazy for someone that deals so much more damage. And not only that, it grants them more bonus health, which allows the tanks to push more, be more aggressive, because it gives that little bit more leeway when in team fights. As you can see by the current clips, some of my aim is pretty impeccable. I know, ego boosting myself a little bit. But however, if you are worried about aiming with Hela, it's a lot easier than it looks, especially if you're on controller. I've come against some controller players playing Hela and for some reason it just looks second nature to them. They barely miss and I honestly don't know why. I think it might be due to the aim assist or the way it works on controller, but you can hit pretty consistently with her daggers. For mouse and keyboard players, if you're not really comfortable with Hela, it doesn't take that long to get used to her pattern and the way it throws it. You just need to lead it a tiny bit away and it travels very fast. Like the velocity of the dagger is very quick, so you don't need to really lead it too much. And most people in this game really follow a very standard AD kind of pattern. So if you see them going left, just tiny bit to the left and you'll get them every single time. Same if they're strafing AD, just put it straight in the middle and it'll just gravitate towards him. Like it's not a hit scan, but it feels like almost as kind of like a little magnetic drift with her attack. So if you are close enough to the head, it will hit it. It's like the hitbox is bigger than it actually looks. So it really does help you if you are struggling in the aim department. So I do recommend you try her, and maybe in the future I will do a Hela guide, because she does have some nice combos with her abilities, as well as positioning that you want to kind of figure out on the maps to prioritize jiggle peeking and getting the best out of killing the backline and DPS. So that's something that you like, just comment down below and I'll figure it out in the coming days, because I do want to get more hours into her, because I've only got about 3.5, and so far I've won nearly 90% of my games with her, and it's just going so smoothly. Apart from that, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy playing Hela in Marvel Rivals. If you're not getting the gist of it, just give it some time in casual. Don't go straight into competitive and use it unless you're feeling very confident within your own ability, but just don't let your teammates down, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. The reason why Hela is so good though is because of her kit is very versatile. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. You're a fuckhead.